Good evening, friends, family, and everybody that might be watching. I was getting ready to do a sports topic today, but in light of the recent events, I think I'm going to go a little bit off script today. Um, and it's something that I hate to talk about, but I think it's necessary. In light of another shooting happened sometime either this morning or this afternoon, I'm trying to keep up with the reports like everybody else. Apparently, a gunman walked into a Madden convention, a video game convention. So it's pretty clear that the demographic that he was targeting, I think he wanted to hit young kids. And I think they said up to 9 or 10 people were shot, and the death toll is up to four at this moment. Uh, I'm sorry, because it gets me upset every time I have to talk about something like this, or every time something like this happens. Obviously, everybody puts in their 2 cents and talks about what should or shouldn't be done, what the government should or shouldn't do. I think in the immediate aftermath of a tragedy like this, and whether one person dies or 20 people dies, it's a tragedy. The first thing we need to do is reach out to the families and show our love and our affection and our support for the people that are currently suffering. That's the most important thing. But I get annoyed when people bring up gun control or lack thereof and things like that. Because at the end of the day, and obviously everybody's going to have their own opinion, but at the end of the day, none of those things matter to me. It's not about policy. It's not about whether you're Democrat, Republican, or independent, whether you're black, white, brown, Chinese, whatever. None of those things matter. For me, the common theme that I see throughout all of these shootings, and it's a shame I have to say all of these shootings, but it seems like another shooting happens every other day. The common theme is a lack of appreciation for human life, point blank, period. It has nothing to do with where you stand policy wise. It's an issue of the heart. And I feel like there's no absolute 100% way to prevent things like this from happening, but it starts with the home, guys. I really believe that. Because I guarantee almost 100% of the time, whenever one of these mass shooters is interviewed, what are the things they point to is, oh, my mom didn't love me, my dad was an abusive alcoholic, I was left alone, there were guns in the house. You hear this over and over and over again. So I feel like as a community, if we get back to parenting the way that we should, and when I say parenting, it's not just on the mother and the father, because as the saying goes, it takes a village. Everybody in the community is accountable for everybody. That's the way that it should be. I think if we get back to the roots of what a society is supposed to be about, we will end up seeing less and less of these terrible events. So, like I said, first thing we need to do is reach out to the friends and the families of the victims and pray for, obviously not everybody's religious, and I respect that, but for those that do believe in God, continue to pray for the speedy recovery of those that are in the hospital, and pray for the souls of those that were lost. I hate to see things like this, and more than the events, I hate to see the reaction of people that I feel like is so misguided a lot of the time. Anyways, I'm signing off, and just remember to keep these families in your prayers, guys, and let's get back to the roots of what the community is really supposed to be about.